And we are live, we are live, we are live. Yes, guys, we are live, we are live. Welcome to another show of Yardchat this afternoon, guys. Thank you for joining us this afternoon. Thank everyone for joining, guys. We're going to wait for some people to log in. Then we could get into the show, guys. Welcome again. Welcome to Yardchat. Yes, guys, welcome. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. 4:33 p.m. in New York. And we're going to talk about, we're going to get into Kamala Harris and the Democrat. You know what I mean? We're just going to talk today, guys. We're just going to have a serious conversation and just see how it goes, guys. You know what I mean? We're going to wait for some people to log in. Going to wait for some people to log in, guys. Just make sure my camera is right. Make sure everything is right, guys. And just wait for some people to log in the chat, guys. Welcome again. Welcome again, guys. Welcome to your chat. Appreciate it. And how's everyone doing, guys? How's everyone doing this afternoon? How's everyone doing, guys? You know what I mean? I hope my light is proper. I'm just gonna check everything, make sure everything is up, you know. Yes, guys. Welcome to your chat, guys. Welcome to your chat. Welcome to your chat, guys. I appreciate it. If you get a notification, just log on, guys. Just log on if you get notification. We appreciate everyone that's watching the video, subscribing, you know what I mean? We appreciate it very much. You know what I mean? Make sure my microphone, is proper. Yeah, so we just appreciate everyone that's logging and subscribing and watching the video, and we appreciate it, guys. We appreciate it very much. We appreciate it very much, guys. Let me just make sure everything is right. Yes, guys. Welcome, 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 welcome. Yes, 1 2 1 2 1 2. Welcome again, guys. Welcome to the platform. Just gonna wait for some people to log in. Just wait, see how the show go this afternoon. Just gonna hold a vibe. Just we're gonna speak about the Democrat Party, what happened. You know what I mean? Disaster. She got Kamala Harris, Democrat Party, man. She got beat very badly, and I mean, what you expect, guys? I have some question I want to ask you guys, and so we're just gonna speak about it. Wait for some people to log in. Yes, just gonna check the sound. Sound check, sound check. Sound check, sound check. All right, guys, my sound is good. Yes, guys. Thank you for joining in. Thank you for the like, guys. You know what I mean? We appreciate everyone that's going to log on to the show this afternoon, and we're still going to wait for some people to log in. And we want to see how the show goes this afternoon, guys. Man, man, this week, man. This week the weather is nice. You know what I mean? The weather is nice in New York. We don't know, man. We don't know what's going on with this weather. We don't know what's going on, but some days the weather is nice, 81, 82 degrees. Some other days, like now, the weather change off dramatically. You know what I mean? We just have to see how things goes, guys. You know what I mean? The weather changed so often that we don't know what's going on. But I tell you what, we have to make sure that we dress accordingly to, guys. We dress accordingly too, because this weather, you could get sick, because if you're not prepared, you overdress, underdress. You have to make sure you dress accordingly, because this weather, you will get sick. You know what I mean? As they say, pneumonia, weather. I remember when I was young, man. I used to call it Indian summer. My parents, oh, when you go outside, make sure you dress, because you don't want to get sick. So all those things that as a kid, I remember. It was good. It was good. Good good things our parents used to tell us. Thank you for the like, guys. I appreciate it. So far, we have 2 likes, guys. So we trying to, when we go live, we trying to engage the audience, and in our platform, and try to tell me encourage, because sometimes when you go live and you get into the video, some people actually forgot to like the video and they swipe. And so as a person on YouTube, I always remind the video, make sure they press the like button so the video engage in the algorithm, so the video could actually go out there. And so guys, let's get into the video this afternoon. I see a couple people in the chat. Thank you for the 2 likes, guys. I appreciate it. So let's get into this video this afternoon. Listen, we also got to speak about how the black community respond to the Democrat losing this one, Kamala Harris. Man, I've been around town for the last couple of days, and I be seeing people just, it's like they're carrying this load on their shoulder because Kamala Harris lost the presidency. And listen, let's be truthful, because right now, what Trump is doing right now, Trump is meeting with Putin, right? Trump called Putin, and Putin said he don't have no problem waiting for his phone call, and they're going to work something out. And Trump came up with some type of deal, some proposal, and it seemed to me they're going to work it out. But on the other hand, if it was Kamala Harris, I don't think we even get to this stage. I think we would have no talking, and things would have been more intense, through the Democrat Party towards Russia, and things would escalate. So Donald Trump promised that one of the first things that he's going to do when he go into presidency is close the bank, no more support to the Ukraine, and he's going to reach out to Putin, and they're going to end this war, and they're going to work out something. But we have to be careful with that, guys. We have to be careful of that. We American people, we like our cake, and we like to eat it too. We like everything. We don't like to give up nothing. We like to have and take and take. So we're gonna see how this work out with Trump and Putin and them. Because they're saying that they're gonna work something out. The question is, guys, that we got to ask ourselves: if Kamala Harris was elected president, would this the Ukraine situation would have been definitely off the table, probably more money. But would there be any talking about trying to end this war in Russia and Ukraine? I don't think so. But Trump is working on a plan, so we have to wait and see the plan. Is it something that excuse me, the American people should be happy about when you really look at it, and that's setting up certain things to come into play? And only time will tell, guys. Only time will tell only time will tell. Time will tell, guys. Only time will tell. Only time will tell. Or would Kamala Harris put this war on the table? Would this be the first thing on the table for her to discuss? Because I had a live podcast on Saturday, Sunday, Staten Island Fish on Staten Island. Good podcast. And we was in a restaurant. We had a couple younger people in there, black, of course, young black American guys in there, young guys, probably in their 20s. And I asked them to share their point of view on this upcoming election. Remind you guys, this was Sunday. The election was Tuesday. So 2 days before the election, I'm trying to get people viewpoints, how they're going to vote and things like that. So the only person that play a part or even contribute to, when I went out in the public to the restaurant, I did a podcast at Staten Island Fish last Sunday, was one gentleman, older gentleman, and he voted Democrat. The other younger people, they didn't want to be part of, they didn't want to say nothing. So I'm assuming those people didn't vote because they, and that is why I believe that with this election was very important, especially when it comes down to who's voting, what party they're voting for. And when I look at it, when I broke it down, I said, wait a minute here. We are so focusing on this election. It was basically on really race, trying to get the black votes and the Latino votes, Spanish in general votes. You know what I mean? And when I say Spanish, that's included Puerto Rican, Dominican, Latino, Mexican, because you just said the Spanish vote in general, just like you said, the Asian vote in general. So a lot of Asian vote for Republican, I believe. A lot of Indian, Sri Lanka, Pakistani, and people, they vote for Trump. I believe they vote for Trump, and that's going out to out the Midwest, out there in the Midwest, Wisconsin, Oklahoma, Wyoming, all them states. Trump won. Why? Because those people out there, they're not going to buy the propaganda like in New York and Jersey and California. Because those are the main state Kamala Harris won because she never relayed to the people. She never relayed to the people. She never, on the streets, no one, and what I mean, and check this out now, guys. How would Kamala Harris do, standing up to these world leaders? How would she stand up to Putin? You know what I mean? No, listen, a lot of people in the world today, especially not say they don't support and respect women, but on the other side of the world, these people have their custom, how their tradition, how women, men, their jobs, duty in society, things like that. And a lot of people don't like what America stands for. A lot of people don't like, because a lot of these countries is laughing at America. Why didn't Putin no one make any effort to speak to Putin? Why Trump come in and making leadway, saying that he's going to, the first thing he's going to go talk to Putin and work something out and stop this war and stop and that bank, cut off the bank, the funds is going to the Ukraine. You know what I mean? Like I keep saying, the last time I checked, guys, it was up to $2.1 trillion. It's past the million, billion, trillion. It's way up there. It's a lot of money given to Ukraine, guys. And this is the thing that no one want to speak about. Oh, they need help, but listen, it's a lot of money. It's like when America go help these countries, but they stay there for so long, these countries become so independent on the aid that they don't know how to function. No, you go, you help them temporary, you know, get them on their feet and leave because these people have to learn how to fish on their own. You know what I mean? You got to teach. You got to teach people certain things in life because they're going to function. Just like a fisherman. You know what I mean? You want to catch fish, so you got to learn how to catch fish. You can't just get anybody off the street. It acquires skills. So you learn the skills. Same thing. You give these aid to these people, and every year it seems like these people come to you with their hand out. They're taking, they're giving, we're giving them, and when it comes down to the American people is not getting nothing. Just like they're building all these hotels on Staten Island, these homeless shelter for the migrate. And isn't it a shame that today I did a live earlier, and I show you guys there was a lady sleeping in the park. Couple homeless people, live and sleep in the park. So why don't you see you see these homeless people know that they're building up all these buildings and they are excluded out of it. They're not welcome. It's foreigners getting these nice hotels, getting all the benefits, Medicaid, Medicare, money, food stamps, place to live, clothes, money. And the people in America don't have it. So this is what I'm not saying Trump's going to save the whole America economic and build it up. Yeah, he's going to attempt to try, but I am not saying Trump is a savior. All I'm saying is this, if something is not working, you have to try another option. And unfortunately, the Democrat been in power for a while, because you had two-term President Obama, then you had Trump, then you have Biden, right? The people have spoken, and some people, man, I see some people on certain platform like the View. That was the View. There's those women over there. They live in a naive world. Some of them speak, equally and fairly, but the rest of them, they live in a delusional world. They're trying to you know they sit around the table and they're pretending to be, and they imitate how man do things in business. And that's what they do. Men sit around table, discuss certain things. So they're trying to do the View. I never watched the View. I don't think I don't. It's never interests me because they're one sided. They don't have no other people input. And look at the people that come to the show. Don't you need people that come to the show? These people that lean way to the left. These people support propaganda. These want freedom, rights, do all of that. They want rights. All these Hollywood. That's why Kamala Harris had to get all these entertainers. And the sad thing about what happened in Kamala Harris election is this too, guys. Thanks for joining, guys. Press the like button when you come in. And the thing that I see in Kamala Harris, what she present to the American people, and say this is the best that in all of the American people, all of so-called black people. I don't like to say, but because they made this into a white and black campaign, Trump and Kamala Harris. So now what I'm saying is this: you have all of these candidates now, right? And they say Trump. You literally have people online. This lady say, but they're gonna fight it. They're gonna this. They're gonna that. What's to fight? And the same thing with the people on the View. They in denial. Then you have one of those person on the View talking about they're not going to say Donald Trump name. What kind of nonsense? That because the man win fair and square, because the person that you favor to win didn't even qualify. She didn't even make she didn't people she wasn't qualified, she wasn't equipped. So you would tell me now she would have been calling Putin? No. That Putin would have been the last thing on their mind. All of these people would have been figuring out a way how to send money to Ukraine, how to send more money to Israel, how to send money. It's the truth, guys. It's not, you know what I mean? That's why, you cannot get mad when the truth come out. Because Kamala Harris, she wasn't ready to be a president. She wasn't ready. You could tell in certain interviews she struggled. She just wasn't ready. It was just forced upon her. And I don't think deep down she wanted to run, but it was forced upon her because this idea came from somewhere. Someone brought the idea to her. It just didn't pop up because what happened, we know that Barack Obama was very heavy into Joe Biden presidency, going there every minute, talking to Joe Biden. And we all seen to the last minute where Joe Biden couldn't really function in public no more to do speeches and this and that. He can't because he has some memory and health issues, whatever the issue. So that's why he had to step down. So he stepped down, she stepped up. But was it good for her to step up at that point to be the next person in line? Because they didn't have no one else. Who they have? You don't see the Democrat have anyone there right now. Who? So is a Republican. But the Republican had Trump. They had Trump. They always say Trump going to be the man to run. So it's not like the Democrat were caught off surprise or anything like that. Like they didn't know. They knew exactly what was going down, but they was depending on the old strategy, how they used to do things, and they become successful and win the presidency. But unfortunately, the American people say enough is enough. We see what you're doing, and it's not working. And unfortunately, your guys, we don't want you empowering them because you don't listen to us. And another thing, that's the thing, Democrat, they don't listen to people. Kamala Harris never, the only bond Kamala Harris was certain broader group, and it wasn't going to cut it. She couldn't relate to the people. She related very well to the young people because it was mostly young people that vote for her that don't know nothing into the law and the technical details behind these rules and regulation and policy. These young people don't know. All they worry about Kamala Harris, oh, she's cool, she's down with us, she's gonna give us equal rights, women rights, this and that. That's all they was banking on. But when you remove all of that propaganda, she didn't have a leg to stand on because the American people have spoken. Everybody could say, oh, this and that. The American people have spoken. It doesn't matter what she did. The American people said no. They are not ready for her because she does not understand how the country run. And how would she handle the situation with Putin now? if Kamala Harris was in there. And I guarantee you there would have been no phone call. There wouldn't be no phone call. There wouldn't be no phone call. There would have been more animosity towards Russia. It would have been more, and that would have escalated because the tension. So you know what I mean. As bad as you say about Trump, I mean, he is releasing some of the tension and stretch off America when it comes down to the war part of it. But we have to watch Russia and China because they are friends. And even Trump was saying that, we know that Russia and China should never be friends because when these two superpower come meet, I mean, and we know China being a force in years. What to come in the future for this country now? Now Trump is in the presidency. Man, before we get into that, guys, another thing about this just came back into memory. You know what I mean? With Kamala Harris, what she brought to represent the American people, and I am not going to say the black people. I'm not going to say black people because it's not about black people. It's what Kamala Harris present to. It's not just to say you want to cater to your own people or the black culture or this Hispanic culture, the Asian culture. No, what she did, you don't know that what she brought in her campaign and presented. Think she relating to the young people, and she's not because she also forgot that she have older people in the Democrat Party that still rely on morals and the character of a person. So what Kamala Harris actually did, she heard her campaign with the people that she brought on her campaign, with the Carly B, with the Megan Stallion, with the Beyonce, with with all these people, what they represent. They in an industry that bite and is evil. People do all type of things to each other in there. Know how people get their start. No, you tell American people this is what is the best of the American people. And if you want to cut it down and to facts, why can't you bring, if you want to say you want to help the black people in that way to represent the black people, why you have to represent the black people in some damn entertainment? Like this is from 1925, 24, when black people won the stage to entertain. No, it's not about that. And she failed to capture the people truth and reality because the best you could do, why she couldn't bring up young entrepreneur, young doctors, and we have them, people. We have, see, this is the problem with the Democrat. The Democrat refuse to show the black people in good light. They want to show all the negative things in the past. Oh, we need more rights, we need more policy, this, that. They love to do that. But they do not represent. Look what Kamala Harris represent. Say this is the best we could do for the black culture. Megan Stallion twerking, Carly B. Really? Come on. All of these people, that support Kamala Harris, Fat Joe, Lady Gaga, look what they stand for. Look what they stand for. These people don't stand for righteousness. Which God they serving? Now, hear this now. I knew Fat Joe, were very good friends with Kamala Harris because every time he's on live, especially Instagram, he's talking about how he's going to the White House. He's talking to Kamala Harris and this and that, this and that, this and that, this and that. Then, the statement that Trump made about the Puerto Rican, Joe, blah, 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 blah. Okay. But what I'm saying is this. With everything that the Democrat have presented over the years, and when it's time to re-elect, they didn't do anything different. They tweak it, but it's the same old story year after year. They tweak it, change up certain things, this and that, and make it look presented, but it's the same thing. So that's what I'm saying. Look what the Democrat Party bring out to represent America. This is what America, this, the twerk and the Megan Stallion. Yeah, that's so why you couldn't bring out some young entrepreneurs, some doctors, some lawyers, nurses, carpenters. Why you couldn't bring those people out to represent the black nation or the culture? If you want to represent, you have to bring out Megan Stallion, Carly B, Beyonce. These people don't speak for me. These people don't stand in our shoes. These people don't know how hard we have to work. These people lifestyle is completely different from ours. So that is what, she bent over backwards and trying to bring to the public to relate in music. Come on now. In music, you have to go get entertainers to represent you, the ushers. These people live in a delusional world. None of these people speak for me. None of these people speak for Yardchat. And that's why a lot of people from the Democrat Party, that's why, they are very upset. The women are upset. These women, the black women, they're upset. They're upset because the plan that Kamala Harris had for them failed because these women want to get permission to do all type of things. That's the problem. They're not contented. These women are not contented. Um, you know, and I'm not saying women have the right. You have the right, just like the men have the right. And the thing is, so is men going around asking for rights? No, they're going to say, "Oh, men have all the rights." You have the same rights as the man as a human being. But the problem is they are so caught up looking at other people and not looking at themselves and know what they're doing is wrong. So they want a okay, and so now they're prancing around talking about human rights. That's the second thing now on was on the Democrat Party, human rights. Look what the big when they had that big rally, what was it in Milwaukee? Look what happened there. Come on. These people's misleading. Like I said before, when Beyonce mother came out, then Beyonce sister came out. I'm like, oh my God, I thought that was a guy. And I'm with no disrespect because I thought it's when I realized when the mother said, oh, my two daughters, I said, what? So look at that picture. Look at the deception, what these people are giving. And did you see the difference between OJ Simpson's daughter when she came out and endorsed Trump in her presidency, for Trump presidency when she endorsed him and support him? You heard what she said? You heard what she said in her speech? All these things she said that Trump stand for that no man should be going into a woman's sport because woman could get hurt. That's what she stand for. You know what I mean? And a lot of things, that's why, you know what I mean? That's why the Democrats are mad because they did not get the opportunity to get that human rights. And what Trump is coming into play right now, what Trump is about to do, a lot of people in communities going to be upset because Trump is putting things into law that teachers cannot teach this. This is forbidden. Anybody teach that in school because he's saying what Trump is saying. He said if any teachers doing that, they're going to go to court because that's civil rights violation to impose that type of behavior and teaching on kids. He's calling it, in other words, he's saying that's child abuse. And Trump went on record said the only two sex that are in the world is a man and a woman, and that is a sign of childbirth. You don't have nothing to do with it. Nothing to do with it. So this is why I could say I'm a proudly supporter of Trump on that. And Kamala Harris, that is what they support. Everything on the policy, and that's what they stand on. That is exactly what their foundation are, on nothing else. Trust me, guys. So that is why, you know, this presidency was very important, and also it was very important spiritually. Spiritual was very important because when you look at the word of the Creator, word of the Most High, these things going to happen. Rumors of war. And one of the things that the church, the body of Christ, as they say, is supposed to be responsible for, is pray for the peace of Jerusalem. But these people also compromise in the so-called body, as they say. They also compromise that and corrupt with money, that they are not praying for the peace of Israel. And they are contributing to the problem and to the issues because a lot of these Christians voted for Kamala Harris, and as Christian, you could not vote for Kamala Harris. You could not. And all those churches that support Kamala Harris, woe unto you, judgment on you, because you know what you're supporting. You're supporting the Antichrist system. I keep it real, guys, because they against what is right. And that's what the Antichrist is against. It go against righteousness. It go against the statute of the Most High. It going against and want laws. So this system or the Antichrist spirit's already here. It need laws to come into play for it to go into work. It cannot do nothing if you don't get no law to come into play. So I thank the Creator for putting Trump in the presidency right now. And the reason why I say that, because on the concept and the value and the statue of the Creator, I have to thank him for putting Trump in there, because I am not saying Trump is a man of God or whatever, or he's doing God work. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is he's against that type of laws and policy to come into the world. He make that statement, and the country agree with that, because majority of people vote for him. Because if they didn't agree with his policy, they would have voted for Kamala Harris. So what make a difference in this election? Even though Kamala Harris, she won New York, California, New Jersey, those are three big states. But guess what happened? What happened? Trump won those states: Wisconsin, Kentucky, Louisiana, all them states, the Midwest, where those people are hundreds of thousands of people. Colorado, all them places there. Seattle, all them places. Kamala Harris, these people don't know nothing about Kamala Harris. The only people really know anything about Kamala Harris is New York, Jersey, and California, because those three states, they support a lot of propaganda what the Democrats are pushing. Look what's going on in California. Look at the number one thing in San Francisco and California. Look what those people pushing. Look, keep it real. So when you have a group of people doing that, then you have somebody counteract this and know what you're doing is wrong. And Trump made himself well clear and well known what he stands for, what he's against, and he believed what God put into effect is the true and only way. There's no other way. People could do what they want to do. That's their choice. But we should not put special human rights for anyone. And right now, that agenda is on the back hole. And a lot of people, in that community, they know that it's not going to be a good 4 years. Everything Trump going to reverse. All this teaching in school for years and years, Trump said he's going to take that out of school. He said that is unethical. That teaching is abusing kids, is traumatizing kids, confusing kids. He went on record and said that you're having people teaching kids that all type of nonsense, and that is what Trump is against. And a believer of the true living God word, I must stand on the side of truth and righteousness. And what Trump support on that side of supporting the word of God, I have to support Trump, because he's right. The Democrat, it's a demonic party, man. Both parties are, but the Democrat they are some. You have to go in the inner court to see what they're doing behind these doors. They are doing some wicked and spiteful things, guys. I am telling you. They're doing some wicked and spiteful things, guys. And I'm not here trying to bash no one or, put people in a binary situation, but it's the truth, guys. I mean, you have people out there on YouTube that telling the truth, and you have some people on YouTube telling a lot of propaganda, because they're part of spreading that propaganda. And as a YouTuber, there's certain things that you can't speak about when but I will tackle it, have someone on here to speak about certain things, in all communities. It doesn't matter, but we will wait and see, guys. We will wait and see. I mean, there's a lot of things that we're going to bring forth on the show. I'd just like to thank everyone for joining in. Press the like button, guys. Appreciate it very much. And It's a Friday, guys. It's a Friday. It's in New York, 5:08 p.m. New York time, streaming from Staten Island Live, guys. And we just holding a vibe, speaking about, some concern how Kamala Harris, she lost the election. She didn't have no type of relationship to the people, nothing, guys, no relationship. And the people voted, responded, and I mean, a lot of people upset, guys, a lot, especially our black women, man. I'm going to speak about our black women. They are mad, they are upset, they're even mad at some of the black men, as they say. It's why are because what I come to the understanding is this, that our black women are upset because they are the number one fan that love to support propaganda and trying to be like they're different from everyone else and support things and don't support things in their own community. They support other things but don't support the own in their community. How ironic that is. Black women is the first to support other people, to support them, but they don't get help. And black women are so naive that they don't know that other people are taking their part, womanhood, taking their womanhood away from them, because they allow themselves to align themselves with these people. Oh, it's okay, yeah, it's all right. No, and knowing that they're giving away their rights to those people. That is what the problem is. Women are giving a right to men to be women. That's the problem. That's the problem right there. Women are giving up their rights, so now they want more rights, but you're giving up rights to get more rights. Yeah, make no sense, guys. They don't make no sense. That's why I'm saying the people have spoken and said that Kamala Harris policy and procedure, they don't believe in it, and they do not want her to be the president because she will make a havoc of it. Um, I don't know where she stand spiritually. I don't know where she stand, but I believe if she was I believe she's coming from an Indian background, and we know in the Indian background, let's keep it real. There's a lot of different religion. Buddha, you have all type of, some of them we call Muslim, Buddha, all type of different. I don't want to get into it, but all different type of religion. So when a gentleman said, "Oh, Jesus Christ," she didn't know what to say. She said, "Oh, you're at the wrong meeting. You should need to go down the block of the small." See how the disrespectful. That means she doesn't believe. She have her own belief. And I watched a show a couple years ago, and there's certain time, I don't know, is it India or Sri Lanka? Somewhere is that, but I know it was some like country like in Sri Lanka or somewhere like that, where, and I was amazed. I was amazed. Two things I'm going to tell you guys. Do you know I don't know if it's in Sri Lanka or India, but there's a part there where they have this like like a castle, or like a building or whatever. It could be a castle, could be a mansion, whatever it is. People in that place, there was a whole bunch of rats. These people said they are worshiping, I think it was white rats, a whole bunch of white rats, guys. Oh my God. Worshiping. Hmm. Then another time, they show another piece where this guy, it's like they do a ritual every year where they climb up on the mountain, and they crawl up on their back. All them things with scratch up, blood, they crawling up, guys. Oh my God. Some type of ritual like a cold god or something. Say, oh my God. So that's why I say there's a lot of gods in the world. And I'm not disrespecting how everyone, what they believe in, how they worship. That's that. But people, there is a lot of religion in the world. A lot, a lot, a lot, a lot. So if she's coming from that background, I really don't think she you know I don't know her. I don't know her. What her belief? I don't know what her belief is. I don't know what her belief system is. I don't know what her belief system is. So we don't know what she believes in. So no one question her what her belief is. We don't know. We don't know what it is. Thank you for coming in live, guys. Appreciate it. Thank you for the 2 likes already. What's going on, people? So we know it's Friday. It's 5:13 p.m. in the afternoon. So we're just holding the vibes here, guys. What's going on? Yeah. Oh, thank you for the like, guys. I appreciate the 3 likes. Listen, so what I mean. So that is the problem. Kamala Harris. She didn't relate to the people. No, she could not relate to the, especially to the younger people. I mean, the younger people voted for her, but they didn't really understand what behind it. The older people, they didn't vote for her. A lot of older people went to Republican, vote Republican, because they tired of shenanigan over the years, all the promises that Barack Obama, that was a mess. What I mean? And going to his second term, then Trump came in, then Joe Biden, then war. What I mean? Trump now said that he called Putin and they're going to work out some type of deal, some proposal to end this war. If Kamala Harris was in the president, I don't think she were able to do that, guys. What I mean? And that's the difference. The world don't respect America, especially when it comes down. Not say when it comes down to women, but because look at the what how a woman in the Western culture. That's what they see on the internet. I mean, so then to make it worse, Kamala Harris. I mean, instead of her bringing some good people, young doctors, entrepreneurs, she bring Megan Stallion twerking on stage, Beyonce, Carly B. It was a mess. Lady Gaga, all of these people represent. No, come on. So America said these people don't speak for us, especially for the Democrat Party. They said these people do not represent us. So, so a lot of Democrats, they're upset, man. They're all upset. They melt down. The people on the View, reporters, people are upset. They cannot accept that Donald Trump is the 47th president of the United States. These people are in shock. Just like Kamala Harris was in shock when she lost. She didn't even make a speech that night. She should wait the next day and I mean, what now? What now? What's she going to do now? What Kamala Harris going to do now? Do we think she's going to be, the next 4 years she come back? They're going to tweet her campaign a little bit, or you could do this, But I believe now she's going to go out and start reaching to the American people, but it's too late because people already know what she will present is not her, because a real her already been shown in her first election. She came up short. So I don't know if she could do anything differently coming up in the next 4 years. I mean, Trump can't run again because this is his second term. So I know the Democrat going to have new people, and the Republican are going to have new people for the next coming up election next 4 years. Where is it? 2008, 2028. I mean, so we'll have to see how that turn out. Yeah, appreciate the like, guys. What I mean? I appreciate everyone coming through. Yeah, guys. I mean? It is what it is, guys. I mean? We just have to wait and see how everything turn out, and hopefully, I mean, this 4 years, I mean, that's what the word of the Most High said, that you must pray for these people in authority. I mean, you have to pray for the president, you have to pray for the mayor, you have to pray for, all of these people that you see that's in power. You have to pray for them, because you're praying for the Most High to guide them to make the right decision. Because some of these people are under a lot of pressure. Listen. I am not saying it's easy to be a mayor or president or governor or senator or whatever it is, but you have to remember, when you're going in these public offices, you're still a public servant. You are a public servant, and you're here to serve the public to the best of your ability to upkeep the law. That's what you said. These people take over, but you see, to me, when these people go in, they don't care about what was said. They're going there doing their own thing. You know what I mean? They're going there doing their own thing, guys. They don't care. They're going there doing their own thing, people. Yeah, so just thank everyone for joining us tonight, guys. I appreciate it. You know what I mean? I appreciate everyone that coming on the chat. We have 3 likes so far, guys. We have 3 likes. So that's pretty good. That means, been on for 44 minutes. We started 44 minutes ago, and we have to see how especially in the black community now, it seemed like because when I the next day after the election, man, the Wednesday, man, you could feel you could cut the it was like a thick smog in the air. You know what I mean? In our community, people was upset. You know what I mean? You have a lot of female men who were upset because Kamala Harris didn't win. You know what I mean? And if Kamala Harris would have win, then what? No, what the woman would have do now? See, that's the thing. She would have won the presidency, but she wouldn't be the one that running it because you think all of those other world leaders would respect her? No, they would not respect her. Putin would never respect Kamala Harris because they know what these people stand for. That's why they never respect Joe Biden. They never respect Barack Obama. Don't you think these people know what these government people are doing, what they're signing bills, what they're signing? And that's one of the biggest problems that people have against America. That's the biggest problem that people have against America. America lifestyle, what they allow people to do, and knowing it's going against the concept of the Most High. So that's why a lot of people is upset at America, and they were not going to support America. But I thank God that majority of people in America and those people in the West make their voice heard, because what I mean, that's telling you there's still hope for America when it comes down to the righteousness of God. You still have some good people here. You still have some godly people in America, and you have some wicked people live here too. And you have some good people in Congress, in the House, and you have some wicked people in the House too. So those, what we're fighting against principalities. Basically, that is what we're fighting: principalities in high places. Your morals, your character, respect, and loyalty. That's what we're fighting for. And if we lose those things in society, we're gonna have a problem in this country. And we're getting closer to it, guys. We're getting close. If I believe if the Democrat would have won, would have been have more laws come into play, forcing people to obey certain things, and we don't have a clue. You know what I mean? We don't. And the American people said, no, we're not standing for that. We're not going for that. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. And it seemed to me these Democrat people cannot accept that American people tell them what they're doing is wrong. American people told the Democrat Party what they're doing is wrong. And to me, it seemed like these Democrat people are in denial. And half of these rich movie star people are Democrat because Democrats support propaganda and slackness. Keeping it real, guys. Keeping it real. Keeping it real. Yeah. So thank everyone that joined us tonight, and hey guys, also make sure you go to my TikTok platform and go over there, TikTok, also on Instagram, Wesley. Also on TikTok, Wesley, guys. Go check out it. Subscribe over there. Not subscribe, but you can follow. You also could subscribe on TikTok as well, guys. If you want to, you can subscribe on TikTok, because I just set that up, all of that on my profile on TikTok. It's the same email, Yardchat, yardchatpromotion@gmail.com. Same email. That haven't changed. So anyone want to reach out to me, or come on my podcast, or you have a topic that you want to speak about, just make it known through send me a text or email, and I will get back to you, and we arrange it. I mean, and thank you for the like, guys. I appreciate it. Thank you for the like. I mean, we're up to 4 likes, guys. We're up to 4 likes. We would like to go up to 10 likes for during the live stream. We only 49 minutes into almost an hour in. So tonight we're just talking about the Democrat Party, Kamala Harris, how the Democrat Party lost. Things that they could have done better, but it seemed to me these people did not prepare Kamala Harris well. I mean, people saying was a flaw? Was it a flaw in the campaign? Man, the campaign. Well, I'm not saying her campaign. It was just it's her. It's Kamala Harris. It's her. You cannot blame this on no one else because they did everything in their power, but it's her. She just couldn't come across. She could not deliver because she herself wasn't believable. You understand? People, this is the thing. She wasn't believable. She wasn't believable. There's certain times that you caught her in a lie, and she stumbled and she realized that she put herself in a jam and she caught herself. But it's obvious she wasn't ready. You know what I mean? Now she got a little experience what to expect, but she's not a leadership role. They're going to force it. And if she do become the next president, they're going to force it. They're going to force it. The Democrat going to do some very convincing to the public. You know what I mean? When I interviewed this gentleman last Sunday because he came on my podcast, because I did a podcast live at Staten Island Fish. So this gentleman, this older gentleman, I know he retired. Looked like him and his husband, and her wife, his wife. You know what I mean? It looked like they retired because they look like they're up there in age, probably like maybe like 67, 65, around that age, probably older. And he came on, he said, "Man, I'm voting for Kamala Harris. I'm voting for Kamala Harris." I said, "Why you voting for Kamala?" He said, "She's the best candidate." But I did not get into like get into it deep, like why this and that. You know what I mean? Because I know, I didn't get into it because I didn't want to get into this old gentleman or Kamala Harris, this, that. Then he said, "Oh," I said, "So I asked the gentleman, what about the border?" He said, "Oh yeah, that's the first thing she got to do when she go in the president. She got to address the border. If that's the first thing she got to do when she go in the president to address the border, we have a problem. We have a problem because the border has been a problem for years and years, and that's what she's going to address now. It's too late for that. There's more. I'm not saying the board is not important. The board is there. The board is not going nowhere, God. But what I'm saying is there's more important thing in this country to address. The board is very important, yes, but there's a lot of other important issues. Homelessness is one of the big things in healthcare. It's one of the biggest thing. Biggest thing. Because you have to migrate, they have place to stay, and you have the American people live on the street. That's a problem. If anyone disagree with that, then they are part of the problem. That's why I look at it, guys. I keep it real. You know what I mean? There's no need to cut around the corner, but it is what it is. If it's A is A, guys. Keep it real. Yeah, so we're hour in, guys. Thanks for everyone that logging in. You know what I mean? I don't know how long I'm gonna be on. We're 53 minutes in. And I didn't like also her speech. I didn't like it. And I feel bad for her because I just felt that she wasn't prepared. And she couldn't answer a lot of questions. And if people don't understand, if you're a company, if you're a CEO of a company and you have people coming to you asking you certain questions and you're not answering them, sooner or later, people are going to start, wait a minute here, what's going on here? And that is what I believe what happened with American people, away from the young people who support Kamala Harris, because she was on all these podcasts, all these young people going running around with a big grin in her face. And when she do get to a platform, and she had opportunity to go on the Joe Rogan podcast, and she could have reached millions and millions of people, but she didn't. She chose to go on Shannon Sharp. Nothing away from Shannon Sharp. Take nothing away from Shannon Sharp. But guys, hear this now. If I have a choice to go on Joe Rogan podcast and Shannon Sharp, I would go on Joe Rogan podcast. I know what Kamala Harris was doing. She was hoping that she'd go on the Shannon Sharp platform and gain support from the Black voters and community. And it didn't work. It did not work because she's not authentic. She's not real. Then she went to some place talking about some barbershop talk. That was a bunch of propaganda because everything was staged. Everything was staged. She couldn't answer no question. She's bad. She's bad, man. She was horrible. And it had nothing to do with her as a woman. I could get into that part too. I could speak about that, but it had nothing to do with her as a woman. It just she wasn't capable and she wasn't ready. There was too many unanswered questions. People weren't comfortable with her in the president's seat. People think that she would operate on emotion more than getting down to what things really are. She would just operate on her emotion, and I believe that as well. And I believe the rest of the world are laughing at her right now. They're laughing at America. As bad as you want to say about Trump, you need a leader who is very, what do you call it, aggressive in a certain way. Aggressive. You do not need a leader who's passive, who's sensitive, who giggle, laugh at everything, who's throwing down to answer question, push off the question. No, you want a leader who's direct, who's precise. Just like said, listen, I'm going to call a proof, and the man did. Kamala Harris would never done that. The Democrat would have made the situation more hostile. Trust me. But it is what it is, guys. It is what it is. A lot of people did not agree with the public decision and the election told and who became the president, Trump. A lot of people, they agree with that. A lot of people said, oh, the American people have spoken, even though I don't agree with it. So you want people to be considerate and about your feelings. Oh, I feel bad, Democrat. No. Because if a Democrat would have won, do you know what these people would have done on their social media platform? They would have a party. The View would have a party. These women would have a party over there. Did you see did anyone see the look on their faces, the disappointment, knowing that, and they're trying to make this into a woman issue, man against woman. No, it's not. And these people was Trump's best friend. And soon as Trump decided to vote for president, everybody turned against him. Even Elon Musk, that used to be a Democrat, left the Democrat Party because they're full of propaganda. Come on, people. You don't see it? And I pray to the Most High that Kamala Harris would take a very good look in the mirror at herself and do a self-examination and search her heart and ask herself why the American people did not support me. That's what she got to ask herself. And no one could answer that question but herself. Why the American people did not support me, why they support Trump. And it was a very bad loss, guys. She got floored. She got very bad. She got mopped with the floor. Usually when the election vote is over, people the electoral vote. She didn't even make the electoral votes. Meanwhile, Trump was at 299. Going over 300 had electoral vote Trump had, and Kamala Harris still even make. She barely make 250. She only 242 at all, less than that. What that's telling you guys. The American people said they don't want her. They don't want that type of government in the White House, because she would make a havoc. Man, you don't know what laws would people. This human right bill that the Democrat are pushing. Trump said everything is on the tip. Trump said he's going to reverse everything the Democrat did. The teaching in school, as Trump said, forcing little boys to acknowledge certain things that they don't supposed to be doing. Trump said all his teaching in school is going to be a ban. He said no teachers, anyone not teaching kids about boys, this and that, they said they're going to be dealt with severely. I'm okay with that, guys. I support that because I support righteousness. And the Democrat Party, man, people got to understand what they stand for. They didn't stand for righteousness, guys. They stand everything against the Most High, against God's words. And thank God that the third thing didn't come into play. Thank God it's on hold. You have Barack Obama did his part. You have Joe Biden did his part. And don't forget, God, what Joe Biden did last year, Easter. He turned it into a transgender day. Easter. That's supposed to represent Jesus, right? Easter, burial, and the resurrection, all them things. Why on that day? Why? Someone have to know what they were doing and push for that particular day. That particular day they wanted. They didn't want no other day. They want that particular day. And Joe Biden said yes. Don't you see the threefold what these people were doing from the Democrat Party? But look, Barack Obama signed the bill into law. Joe Biden. It would have been Kamala Harris, a human bill rights, guys. Three things they have to bring forth in a Democrat. Thank God Trump won the last time, because Joe Biden would have, he had to wait to go in his term to do that. So if Kamala Harris would have gone in term, they have an agenda that they have to fulfill in that part of the world called Joe. They sign a bill, they sign a contract with those people, and people don't see that what the Democrats are doing behind the secret doors. Republican too, but this what the Democrat doing is evil, man. This is evil, evil. These people look like the angels of light, but they are angels of devils and demons behind the scene. What these people do. That's why the book of Ezekiel said you got to go in the inner courts and see what these men are doing, what the laws, what they're making up to bring forth to the world in the community for us to be comfortable with it. No, they have to pass laws. The thing is with this entity, he cannot do nothing without law. Look at the laws that been passed for the last 2 or 3 last 10 years or 12 years. Look at the laws. Look at the one that Joe Biden passed last year. That's in law. And Trump said he's going to try to reverse some of it. The teaching of this nonsense, he said, it's going to have to stop immediately. That's what he said. And that is what the American people say. They do not want this type of to reach the whole world, where the whole world is corrupt with that. So I mean, we have a lot of things to. We have a lot of. We have a. We have a lot of things to learn, guys. Things are not what they appear to be. People think just, oh yeah, yeah. No, it's not what they appear to be, guys. You have to look at certain things because we are living in the last days, and it seems to like the black people, our people, they are the last to learn anything. We are the most stubbornest people. We operate in a spirit of disobedience, and we love to worship other gods. We love to deny the true God and pick up other gods. Look at our black women. They're doing all this BBL, deforming the whole body, their face, fake eyelash, fake lips, fake hair, fake nails, fake butt, fake hips, fake breasts. Everything is fake. What is real? Nothing is real no more, guys. These people are destroying their body for what? Human rights. They could do anything they want. They want human rights to do anything. What these people want to do. They want to worship the creature more than the creator. They worship man more than the creator. That's the problem. That's what men want to do. Men do not want to believe that there's nobody to control them, nobody give them life. That's what men believe in. But at the end of the day, we all came here for a reason or purpose, and we're all given this time for a certain time because everyone is born and there's a time limit when as they say, when this gig is over. So you could believe all you want that there is no God. You could believe all the scientists. You could believe all whatever you want to be. You could believe all whatever you think in your mind that you are, and deceiving people, telling people that you want to be called this, you want to be called that, you want to call this, and knowing damn well we're looking at an individual as a human being. You are not what you say you want us to, what we want to call you. This someone is lying to these people, and what it is it, I believe it's these lying spirits. You have lying spirit that's going through before this earth and telling these people a whole bunch of things, and they believe in it, and they have to put things into law so the world can accept it. Because don't forget, the word of the Most High said we have to obey the law of the land. But when you believe there's something propaganda, it's propaganda. But you cannot bow down and worship these people, these entity. That's the problem. You have to know and see what these things stand for, and know what they stand for, and avoid these things. Don't compromise with these people. Don't compromise with these type of things. But what can we do, guys? What can we do? A lot of people not happy. A lot of people upset because Kamala Harris didn't win, the presidency seat. Trump is in there. A lot of people said they're going to protest, they're going to fight against it. And it's all our black women who is disagree. A lot of Hollywood too. A lot of Hollywood, all these rappers, entertainers, Fat Joe, Lady Gaga, Beyonce, Usher, you know, the Tyler Perrys, all the Oprahs, all these people, you know what they stand for. You know what they stand for. Anyone support Kamala Harris, you know what she stands for, and you know what those people stand for. So those people, you cannot trust them because these people are operating on not the true spirit of the true creator. They are being deceived. And the word that I've been using for the last 3 weeks is the word called beguiled. These people are being beguiled by an entity, and the entity telling them that they could do all things. They're being lied to. And some of these people like to use God, throw God name in it. And some of these people are demons. They are lying. And, you cannot trust these people. And how you test these people? Chew their action. Chew their action. Don't go by their word. Go by their action. Who they hang around with, who they socialize with, what they believe, what these people stand for, and you see them on TV or on social media taking a picture, hugging up. So these people agree with these people behavior. That's what you know them. You know them. You see what they stand for, and you look from them from a distance because you don't want to get caught up in these people propaganda, because propaganda is catching. It's a lying spirit. It's a dynamic spirit that tell you all type of things that you want to hear, lie to you. So you have to be careful, guys. You have to be careful out there. I mean, this is what these parties stand for. So, guys, thanks for joining this afternoon, guys. I appreciate everyone coming on the line. The only thing that I found different, because I'm streaming on the computer, I get more traffic. You know what I mean? The computer's a little bit more slower, but so far, I have 4 likes, so I appreciate everyone coming in the chat. You know what I mean? Guys, I'm ready to log off. Talk to you guys later. And I appreciate everyone subscribing, viewing, watching the video. And I appreciate it, guys. And I'm out. And guys, make sure you follow me on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. Also, make sure if you come on my platform, view my profile, see what I'm about, and you can subscribe to, guys. Make sure you share, like, and subscribe to the platform, guys. I see a couple people just came in. Make sure you press the like button so the video engages the algorithm, guys. I will be on tomorrow. I'm not sure if I'm going to do a live again today, people. I'm not sure. I might put up a video, but appreciate everyone that's supporting my platform, watching the videos, sharing it, and subscribing, guys. Until next time. All right.